misfit senpai India's busiest anime nerd और in this video हम start करने जा रहे हैं एक नई series where I make my normie friends react to anime and what better anime to start than Death Note itself। तो आज मेरे साथ है मेरी फ्रेंड आर्या और हम रिएक्ट करेंगे डेथ नोट के पहले 2 एपिसोड्स पे। तो यार आर्या तुमने एनिमे कितना देखा है?
3-4 एनिमे।
कौन तुम्हारी फेवरेट एनिमे कौन सी है? चलो
अभी तक तो जुजुत्सु काइसन है।
जुजुत्सु काइसन, हाँ जुजुत्सु काइसन गोजो बहुत सही है।
गोजो पर मेरे को इतादोरी भी ज्यादा पसंद है।
और तुम डेथ नोट देखो, तुम बता रहा हूं मैं, तुम सब भूल जाओगे। तुमको बस 2 एपिसोड देखने की जरूरत है, ठीक है?
ओके इन्हीं के सजेशंस से जा रही हूं मैं अभी तक तो बहुत ही ग्रेट रहे हैं। तो और
इसी बात मुझे याद है, जाओ मेरा टॉप 5 एनिमे वाला वीडियो देख के आओ पहले, उसके बाद लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो, फिर आगे बढ़ेंगे वीडियो में। चलो ठीक है, तुम करके आगे हो तो चलते हैं वीडियो में।
लेट्स गो।
Follow the teachings of God and receive his blessings, and so it shall be that the seas will again become bountiful, and the raging storms will subside. Day in and day out, the same news on a permanent repeat. This is all so ridiculous. This world is rotting. Death Note? As in a notebook of death? How to use it? The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die. That's pretty lame. Not to mention twisted. It's really not that different from one of those chain letters you get. The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die? Come on.
वही रख दिया था ना बुक।
देखो देखो।
There must be something wrong with me to even consider it. This note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. If the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of a heart attack. After writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So depending on the person you have in mind, you can either kill them easily or painfully, huh? This is pretty detailed for a prank, I'll give them that.
तो मुझे लग रहा प्रैंक है
यार, सीरीज है तो प्रैंक तो नहीं होना चाहिए।
So I write a name
मेरा
of
प्लॉट
that
करा
person
देगा।
who dies. Like anyone would believe that.
वो स्टार्टिंग इंटरेस्टिंग है काफी। कितना अच्छे फॉन्ट में लिखा है डेथ नोट।
Wait, on the off chance someone really dies, would that make me a murderer? Yeah, right. It's completely impossible.
The same assailant who attacked 6 people at a busy shopping district in Shinjuku yesterday has struck again, taking 8 people hostage at this daycare center. His captives include both children and teachers. The police have now identified the suspect as 42-year-old Kuro Otoharada, currently unemployed. We expect negotiations to begin immediately.
A heart attack in 40 seconds? We'll see.
At the present time, that's all the police are telling us.
You can't help but feel concerned for the safety of those hostages.
You're absolutely right. We'll continue to monitor the situation from here.
Thank you for that report. What do you make of this, Mr. Hashimoto?
Well, one can only hope for a quick resolution to this situation.
ओ भाई, क्या
Looks
होगा?
like the notebook doesn't work. Oh well, I didn't expect it to anyway.
Wait, we're seeing something here. Looks like movement at the front entrance.
The hostages are coming out, and they all look to be unharmed. The special forces are taking action. They're moving in. We don't know if the suspect's been arrested. Huh? Yes? Okay, we now have confirmation. The suspect has been found dead inside.
अरे
तुम्हारे साथ ऐसा तो क्या करती है तुम?
यार मैं तो डर जाती, कभी यूज ना करती, बॉक्स में डाल के लॉकर में। किसी की लाइफ हाथ पे, नो नो
कोई
नो
दुश्मन है तुम्हारा?
नो 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 नो। होता भी तो हर चीज का कोई ना कोई कॉन्सिक्वेंस होता है यार।
अरे यार भाई पता नहीं यार,
एंड दिस इज सो रॉन्ग, मतलब गलती से, ओ भाई।
गलती से हुआ यार, इसकी भी गलती नहीं है यार।
हाँ नहीं है ये तो, चलो उसने ठीक करा है, एक उसको मारा है।
हाँ,
बट कितना
criminal।
गंदा वेपन है ये, स्कैरी।
हाँ
It's coincidence. This has to be a coincidence. Death note. It's unlikely, but if by chance this thing is for real, I have to test it one more time. In which case, it should probably be another criminal. But if he's too well known, that'll be a problem. I need to see results right away.
Hey, real buddy. What is it, Sudo? Didn't you want to lend me $20?
ओ यार इन सबको ना मार दे यार, ये तो छोटे मोटे
You should try
पुलिस हैं।
killing him.
बताओ तुम किसी के पेन
Should
को ऐसे क्या
definitely
लिया?
avoid
अरे
killing people
मतलब-
I know.
यार
And again, does it even really matter? I mean, would anyone really care if a guy like him was to disappear one day? Sweet! Looks like we'll be hanging at the arcade after school.
गंदा भी तो है यार।
यार गंदा तो है यार,
You
बट
want to come? Yeah, of course.
Tell me.
There's no way I'm missing that.
What's up, little lady? The name's Tako Shibuimaru. What do you say? Come hang out with us, pretty lady. Let's go, boys. Stripper town right here.
Are you sure?
Stop!
अरे
आधे नाम बोल दिया था वो अपना।
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
What will happen?
Hey, wait up! Tako, look out!
ओ ओ
That settles it. The death note. It's for real.
भाई यार स्टार्टिंग प्लॉट तो कितना इंटरेस्टिंग है यार।
है ना?
हाँ
Now then, I better get going.
इससे तेज हो कोई हो तुम किसी चीज में?
नहीं नहीं, मैंने एनिमे जो मैंने देखी है, मेरे को
हाँ।
एक दो, जैसे स्पाई फैमिली भी और जुत्सु काइसन, मेरे को लगा था एक दो एपिसोड से लगे थे ओकोने में।
हाँ।
इतने कुछ सेकंड 11 मिनट में तो बिल्कुल
वही
नहीं
तो
हुई
है।
यार।
वही
अरे
तो
भाई अभी तो स्टार्ट हुआ है।
बोलता मैं, डेथ नोट जैसा हो मतलब है ही नहीं यार कहीं। तुम देख, अभी देखो एपिसोड एंड तो होने दो।
ओके ओके चलो।
And so let you.
ये हाइबुरे की तरह नहीं लग रहा है जो शिनचैन में विलेन आता था।
यार मैंने शिनचैन नहीं देखी है।
शिनचैन नहीं देखा है? तुम एनिमे देख रहे हो, तुमने शिनचैन नहीं देखा है?
यार बचपन में बहुत इरिटेटिंग लगता था मुझे।
शिनचैन किसी को कैसे इरिटेटिंग लग सकता है? सास्ती
यार इतनी जल्दी यार वो गाली रहता है यार वो।
यार इसके लिए तो मैं तुम्हें शिनचैन दिखाऊं पहले। अरे भाई हाँ हाँ शिनचैन ही तो
यार।
एनिमे का तो भाई वही होता है, सबसे फर्स्ट एनिमे लोग की शिनचैन होती है।
यार तुम लोग को इरिटेटिंग लगता था शिनचैन
इरिटेटिंग
बचपन में?
कितना फनी लगता था, उसकी मूवीज के लिए तो मैं पागल होती थी।
यार पता नहीं यार, मुझे तो बहुत इरिटेटिंग लगता था यार।
तुम अलग हो, लड़कियां नहीं तुम अलग हो।
अच्छा चलो ठीक है, इस पे अगर 1000 व्यूज हो गए तो मैं और आर्या शिनचैन पे रिएक्ट करेंगे,
हाँ,
ठीक है?
पक्का पक्का अब तो करा दो भाई, इसको शिनचैन दिखाना है। शिनचैन कैसे कोई नहीं देख सकता है?
यार मैं जो
कोई
लगता नहीं,
मैं अभी भी YouTube पे सर्च करके शिनचैन देखती हूँ कभी कभी।
यार मुझे लगता नहीं है, मुझे पता नहीं लगता नहीं कि शायद मैं गलत प्रूव होऊंगा, लेकिन चलो
तुम
मैं देख के
होगे
देखूं।
डेफिनेटली शिनचैन। अरे यार मैं तो बोल भी नहीं सकती हूँ, शिनचैन कोई कैसे नहीं देख सकता है?
यार चलो ठीक है, पक्का देखूंगा अगर
पक्का पक्का जल्दी से लाइक करो, इसको शिनचैन दिखाना है।
अबे ये वो नहीं लग रहा जोकर?
जोकर जैसा ना वो वन पीस वाला।
वन पीस वाला तो नहीं, वो बंदा यार बैटमैन वाला जोकर।
अच्छा ओ ओके वो जोकर, हाँ ठीक है। हाँ 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 लग रहा है।
Yeah, the results of the nationwide exams.
I've been waiting all day. Number one again.
पूरे
These are the
नेशन में
highest
फर्स्ट
scores
है।
you've
पूरे
had.
नेशन में? ओ वाओ,
Yes.
As you
बहुत
wish.
गलत पा रहे हैं ये, बट मेरे को लग रहा है।
Do you want anything at all, dear? You can ask for whatever you like.
No, I'm fine, Mom. Thanks, though. I've already got what I want.
देखो लालच लालची। अरे
हाँ, देख रहे कितना नाम लिख दिया।
मेरे को ये स्टार्टिंग में अच्छा लगा था।
लाइक कुछ दिन बीत गए ना, बिकॉज वो आया ह्यूमन वर्ल्ड में सब हो गया। कितना नाम लिख दिया देखो।
अरे बाप रे.
You've taken quite a liking to it.
तुम्हारे सामने जाता हूँ तो फट जाइए.
मैं तो फट गया.
Not surprised. I am the
वो हो जाएगी
Shinigami
गीली.
who used to be my notebook. The god of death, huh? Well, I'm not surprised. In fact, Ryuk, I've been waiting for you. Oh,
इतना कॉन्फिडेंट हो
I've
गया.
already figured out that this
स्मार्ट
death
आदमी
note I
है.
found
प्रोनेशन में फर्स्ट आया, मजाक थोड़ी है. देखो तो अभी इसको.
is real. It didn't take me long. Look at how many people you've killed in only 5 days. Most are
अरे
reluctant to write this
बाप
much.
रे.
I've already prepared
Ganda
myself,
आदमी
Ryuk.
वही
I've used the
तो.
notebook even though I knew it belonged to a Shinigami. You're here to take my soul, right? Is that some fantasy you humans came up with? I'm not gonna do anything to you. If you don't want it, just give it to someone else. But if you give it away, I'd have no choice but to erase your memories of the notebook.
So then, you're saying I can use the death note all I want and I won't be punished?
अरे
Let's just say this.
कितना कूल लग रहा है इयरिंग के
I
साथ.
just have one more question I want to
रियल
ask.
इयरिंग चाहिए.
Why was I chosen for this?
You're asking me why? I did it because I was bored.
You were bored?
एक मिनट. तो ये लोग रैंडम लोग का नाम लिखते हैं डेथ नोट में. जब ये कह रहा था, जब ये लिखता था तो रैंडम. For fun.
सपोज अगर इट्स रिटन कि तुम 60 साल जियोगी
हाँ.
और ये हमारा नाम लिख दिया कि तुम अभी मरोगी, तो तुम्हारे साथ क्या होगा सोचो.
अरे बाप रे.
But I want to know why.
It's only a matter of time before people figure out that these criminals are being eliminated by someone. I want the world to know of my existence. That there's someone out there passing righteous judgment on the wicked.
I mean, why do you care?
Because I've been bored too.
बहुत
wasn't
महान
ready to
काम कर
believe
रहा
it
है.
at first, but it's obvious now. Because the world can't go on like this.
हीरो
Is there
बनने की
anyone out there
कोशिश
other than
ब्रो.
me who's willing to eliminate the vermin from the world?
नियत बदलने में टाइम नहीं लगेगा इसको. फीलिंग आ रही है
यार क्रिमिनल्स को तो मार रहा है यार.
बेटा. पावर बहुत गलत चीज होती है.
तुम्हारे पास आती तुमको क्रिमिनल्स को मारने का मौका मिलता तुम मारती.
नहीं भाई, मैं इन सब में ना पढ़ती. जो होगा सो होगा. मैं नहीं पढ़ती. दिस इज स्कैरी. अपने हाथ में नहीं ले सकती वो सब कुछ.
लेकिन क्या पता किसी और को मिले वो तुमको मार दे, तुम ये नहीं चाहोगी कि
क्या
तुम्हारे
है?
कंट्रोल में रहे.
नहीं, इस चीज को कंट्रोल में ही नहीं रखना है. हाँ, कहते रही हूँ कि मैं बुक लेके अपने पास कहीं छुपा दूंगी ताकि कोई जिंदगी में नहीं खोज पाएगा. वैसी जगह छुपाऊंगी तो मैं कंट्रोल में हूँ. मैं मरूंगी भी नहीं, कोई और भी नहीं मरेगा. विन विन.
है ना.
At first, I wrote the names of the worst criminals I could think of.
But if you did that, it would make you the only bad person left.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I will become the god of this new world.
हाँ बस
समझी, ये होता है.
यही होता है पावर आने पे.
Humans are so interesting.
यूनिट्स आर इंटरेस्टिंग भाई.
Start believing they are God.
तो तुमको कैसा लगा? अभी तुम ऐसा कोई एनिमे नहीं देखी हो?
ऐसा नहीं, ना ही एनिमे देखी हूँ मैं, ना ही कोई ऐसी सीरीज देखी हूँ अभी तक.
नहीं ना.
मतलब इतनी हुकिंग और इतनी, ये बहुत ज्यादा अलग कॉन्सेप्ट है मेरे लिए तो है. और मैंने बहुत सारी सीरीज देखी है, बहुत सारी. एनिमे नहीं बट हाँ सीरीज. तो अभी तक तो यार बहुत मजा आ रहा है, बहुत ज्यादा. एकदम हुक करके रख रहा है कि अब क्या होगा.
ठीक है, चलिए नेक्स्ट एपिसोड पे.
यस फॉर श्योर.
पक्का
पक्का. कुछ तगड़ा है क्या?
भाई तुम रेडी नहीं हो सेकंड एपिसोड के लिए?
Hey, Light, are you listening to me?
Don't talk to me. Unlike you, people can still hear me when I talk out loud.
Another stabbing, this time at a restaurant in the heart of the Kabukicho district.
कितना फनी है यार, ये बड़ा मस्त लग रहा है मेरे को.
मस्त एक्टर है.
बहुत मस्त लग रहा है.
I'm talking to you.
I only have from when I get home from school until I go to bed. I still need to sleep so I can maintain my average and stay at the top of my class. Being at home and at cram school, I can't let myself get too tired. It'll start to affect my health and my mental performance if I need to make the most of my time.
क्या कैलकुलेशन लगाया है भाई ये पूरा.
देखते जाओ बाबू।
Why is your door locked?
If anyone else touches that notebook you've got hidden in the drawer right now, they'll be able to see me too.
He waits till now to mention that important detail? Damn Shinigami.
What's wrong? Are you alright?
It's nothing.
There have been 52 deaths that we're aware of, and that's just in the past week.
Every single one of them involved a heart attack.
Then how did all these people have heart attacks at the exact same time? That's not coincidence, it's murder!
You think it's possible to simultaneously kill all these people in different locations?
We're treating this as an elaborate murder plot that's been carried out by a large organization.
मेरे को लग रहा है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की है, पता नहीं है कि आदमी बेचारा बैठ के सब रंग कर
The FBI or CIA?
वर्ल्ड पीस चाह रहा है वो आदमी, मेहनत कर रहा है।
भाई FBI ब्लेम कर दे।
Now, this is not the time to be joking around. If these people have been shot or stabbed, at least we'd have something to go on. If that's the case, it looks as if we'll have no choice but to bring in L.
No choice but to?
No choice but to bring in L. पजल उनको L कौन?
Okay.
What's this L they're talking about?
Right. I forgot that it's your first time at this conference. We don't know L's real name or whereabouts. In fact, we still don't even know what he looks like. However, he's managed to solve every case he's ever taken on. And he's tackled some of the greatest mysteries this world has ever known. He hides in the shadows, but he's the best of the best. A last resort, our trump card.
Besides, we don't even know how to contact him.
L is already on the move.
ये लोग इंटरपोल हैं, ठीक है? इन लोग को नहीं पता कैसे कांटेक्ट करना है इनको।
बड़ा तगड़ा है यार, ये एल है कौन यार? देखे?
Gentlemen, L has already begun his investigation into these incidents.
What? Huh? Who's that?
That man's the only known person who can contact L. Nobody knows his true identity either. Please be silent. L would now like to address the delegates.
Greetings to all of you at the ICPO. I am L.
अरे
What are we doing here anyway? I don't understand why we're sneaking around this dump.
क्या तगड़ी एंट्री थी।
Isn't it obvious? You told me that anyone who touches the Death Note will be able to see you. I might end up killing my own family.
चला रहा है उसको।
देखो तो।
The difficulty of this case lies in its unprecedented scope. And make no mistake, we're witnessing an atrocious act of mass murder, one that is unforgivable. This case cannot be solved without the full cooperation of the ICPO, that is, all of the police organizations we represent throughout the world. You need to make the decision to fully support the investigation at this meeting. Also, I require additional cooperation from Japan's National Police Agency.
What? Why Japan in particular?
Whether the guilty party is an individual or a group, there's a strong possibility that they're Japanese. And even if they're not, we can be sure they're hiding in Japan.
What is all this based on?
पता चलेगा, पूछना ना व्हाट इज पेस्ट। पूछने ने क्या बोला?
समझ आया।
Why Japan, you ask? I think I'll be able to provide you with proof of that after I directly confront the company.
A direct confrontation?
At any rate, I would like to set up the investigation headquarters in Japan.
That was easier to make
पागल
than I
आदमी
thought it'd
है।
be.
बहुत ज़्यादा है।
Does that mean you were able to hide the notebook?
Yeah. I hid it right here in this drawer.
But it doesn't seem to be particularly well hidden. You left the key in the lock.
That's the whole point. I intentionally left the key in the most noticeable place I could think of.
Isn't that just a regular diary?
That's what it is. I'm guessing that once most people find the diary inside my desk, that'll probably satisfy their curiosity. But the real key is this. Just an everyday item that you'd expect to find lying around on my desk. A regular ballpoint pen. And all I need is this part.
So that's the key?
अरे बाप रे, क्या दिमाग लगाया है।
भाई बहुत दिमाग है इसके पास। जान कह रही हो।
अरे बाप रे भाई, एक डायरी छुपाने के लिए।
The diary will distract most people, so I doubt anyone will find it.
But that's not all. Even if someone figures out that there's a fake base, I've set things up so that there's no way they could get their hands on the notebook. You see, once the ink reservoir is inserted, it acts as an insulator, preventing the flow of electricity around the circuit. When the fake base of the drawer is put back, this piece of rubber also prevents the flow of electricity. However, if someone were to try and force the bottom of the drawer open, the circuit would connect, and that would ignite the gasoline contained in this thin plastic casing, instantly setting the notebook on fire. The way I've got it set up, all the evidence would be completely destroyed.
अरे बाप रे, हम तो इंजीनियरिंग के होके भी ना सोच पाते यार.
Because I didn't want anyone to see it. It sounds like a pretty believable excuse. I mean, it is my diary after all.
लाइट के पास ज्यादा दिमाग है, एल के पास ज्यादा दिमाग है.
यार है तो लाइट के पास बहुत दिमाग लगा नहीं था मेरे का कि इतना दिमागदार होगा वो. स्टार्टिंग में जब उसने डेथ नोट उठाया था.
हाँ.
बट एल आई डोंट थिंक सो. ये कैसे फिगर आउट कर सकता है यार? ये तो बहुत ही ज्यादा ही वो हो गया. आई डोंट थिंक. हाँ, आई डोंट थिंक सो कि एल फिगर आउट कर पाएगा कि एक बच्चा मतलब कर रहा है ये सब और कैसे क्यों कर रहा है.
जापान तो कर लिया है.
जापान कैसे कर रहा है यार?
पता चलेगा, पता चलेगा.
चलेगा बता. देखो
तो
अगर इतना कर, या तो उसको
या
तो उसको डेथ नोट मिल चुकी होगी पहले कभी ना कभी एल को.
देखो
क्या मतलब
प्रूव करके दिखाएगा.
चलो ठीक है.
देखो.
Websites like this are popping up everywhere lately.
The Legend of Kira the Savior. Huh. Sounds pretty cool. Is this about you?
Yeah, I think they've taken the name Kira from the English word killer. Can't say I'm too happy about that, but it looks like that's the name they've decided to give me. When I searched the word Kira, I'm pulling up tons of sites just like this one. The media hasn't picked up on it. They know there's someone out there passing righteous judgment.
Oh?
Most are too afraid to support me as they're worried about what others will think. Many would rather deny my existence. But on the internet, where you can remain anonymous, support for Kira is growing. Maybe people are afraid to say it out loud, but they all understand what's happening. Someone's making the bad guys disappear.
Fan base ban raha hai iska.
They're cheering for Kira in their hearts because they have nothing to fear, while those who have done wrong are on the run. It's perfect. Everything is going just like I planned.
बस जब सब कुछ परफेक्ट जा रहा होता है तभी होता है.
A live worldwide broadcast from Interpol's ICPO.
Oh, we have a beach, okay.
I am Lind L. Taylor, otherwise known as L.
Who is this guy?
So this is how it all begins.
But sir, I don't get it. He's never actually shown his face before, right?
L, we followed every single one of your orders. Now it's time for you to prove what you said to the ICPO.
Criminals around the world are being murdered by a serial killer. I consider this crime to be the most atrocious act of murder in history. I will not rest until the person or persons responsible are brought to justice. Kira, I will hunt you down. I will find you.
He seems certain he'll get you. That fool. He'll never find me. He'll have to get this first. And as long as the police don't find it, there won't be any evidence to convict me. Which means that catching me will be absolutely impossible.
I've got a pretty good idea what your motivation might be, and I can guess what you hope to achieve. However, what you're doing right now is evil.
You think I'm evil? I am justice! I protect the innocent and those who fear evil! I'm the one who will become the god of a new world that everyone desires! All those who would oppose that god, they are the ones who are truly evil! I guess you're just too stupid, L. Too bad. This could have been a lot more interesting if you'd only been a bit smarter.
एल का नाम लिख देगा क्या? किसी और को एल बना के भेजा गया था इसने.
देखो लिंड एल टेलर. किसी और को भेजेगा तो फिर उसका नाम से देखो. कहाँ लगा लाइट को?
I'll show the world what happens when you cross me. The entire world is watching. L. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
अरे
What's wrong? You got nothing else to say?
I had to test this just in case, but I never thought it would actually happen. Kira, it seems you can kill people without having to be there in person. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't just witnessed it. Listen to me, Kira. If you did indeed kill Lind L. Taylor, the man who you just saw die on television, I should tell you that he was an inmate whose execution was scheduled for today. That was not police arrested him in absolute secrecy, so you wouldn't have heard about him on TV or through the internet. It appears that not even you have access to information about these types of criminals.
Oh
But I assure
my.
you, Al is real. I do exist.
बोला try to kill me.
What is going on? You're taking this too far. Are you trying to kill yourself, Al? What's going on?
अरे बाप रे, ये तो चेंज हो गया यार पूरा.
Amazing. Do it, Kira! Someone stop this.
ये तो मजेदार है.
You can't kill me after all.
So there are some people you can't kill. You've given me a useful hint.
Let me return the favor. I'll tell you something that I think you'll find interesting. Although this was announced as a worldwide broadcast, the truth is, we are only broadcasting in the Kanto region of Japan. I had planned to broadcast this message around the world until we found you, but it looks like that won't be necessary. I now know where you are.
This L guy is pretty good.
The police treated your first killing as an unrelated incident, but in actuality, the first of your victims was a suspect in Shinjuku. Of all the criminals that have recently died of heart attacks, this one's crime was by far the least serious. Furthermore, his crime was only ever reported inside Japan.
I used that information to deduce this much.
You are in Japan, and your first victim was little more than an experiment, which means that you haven't been killing for very long.
सब figure out कर लिया यार.
Broadcast in Kanto first because of its large population, and luckily we found you. To be completely honest with you, I never expected that things would go this well, but it won't be too long now before I am able to sentence you to death.
Al has certainly lived up to his reputation.
He proved that Kira exists, that the deaths were murders, and that he is here in Japan.
अरे बाप
Actually, I'm
रे.
very interested to know how you're able to commit these murders without being present. But I don't mind waiting a little bit longer.
You can answer all of my questions when I catch you.
नीचे आवाज आ रही
आवाज और अच्छी है. भाई भाई फट गई होगी यार इसकी तो अब. Speechless. God.
Really?
अब बताओ.
He's going to sentence me to death? Sounds interesting. I accept your challenge, Al. Each of them has to hunt down the other without knowing the other's name or face, and the first one whose identity is revealed will die. Humans are so much fun.
अरे बाप रे.
I will hunt you down wherever you're hiding, and I will eliminate you. I am justice.
ओ भाई ये तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है.
मैंने बोला था ना 2 एपिसोड
एकदम नहीं मेरे को लगा था कि कुछ ऐसा होगा सेकंड एपिसोड में तो. और सिर्फ 2 ही एपिसोड है यार, अभी बहुत कुछ हो गया है.
मन कर रहा है पूरा देखने.
हाँ कितने एपिसोड है?
36 आई गेस.
भाई देख लूंगी यार, सही है. तो सेकंड एपिसोड के बाद रुक नहीं पाऊंगी,
है ना.
कैसे रुकूंगी.
मैंने भी 2 दिन में देखी थी पूरी आने में. अब तुम ये बताओ.
हाँ
एल की लाइट किसकी तरफ हो?
यार मैं तो उसकी तरफ हूँ. वो कौन था भूल गई. एल के साथ क्या नाम है? अरे शिनगामी के साथ हूँ. सबसे बेस्ट मेरे को वही लगा है. एल कुछ नहीं है, सबसे तगड़ा शिनगामी है भाई. क्या मजे ले रहा है वो दुनिया के. असली मजा वो ले रहा है यार. वही है. बहुत मजेदार लगा मेरे को.
यार आ रहे हो
यार मेरे को तो ये बड़ा लुल लग रहा है ये लाइट.
क्यों यार, मतलब क्रिमिनल्स को ही तो मार रहा है यार.
नहीं क्रिमिनल्स, उसको पता नहीं था कि एल जो टीवी वाला है वो क्रिमिनल है. उसे तो तुरंत लिख दिया ना, वही पावर का मिसयूज हुआ.
अरे यार तो उसको पकड़ लेता यार. तुम
तो
ऐसे
पकड़
सोचो.
लेता तो
लेकिन वो क्रिमिनल नहीं निकला ना.
निकला वो तो बाय चांस ना. बट
हाँ
वो तो अच्छा सा खासा स्पाई था ना. वो तो मतलब स्पाई कह रही हूँ, मतलब वो डिटेक्टिव.
हाँ
तो और भाई कोई भी पार बात गलत होती है इसके आंखों में देख रहे हो. वो जो
देखो कितना दिमाग है इसके अंदर भी.
दिमाग तो है. अब देखे कैसे बचेगा ये, क्या होगा. मैं तो एक्साइटेड हूँ देखने के लिए.
एल का मूव बहुत तगड़ा था।
बहुत तगड़ा था, एकदम एक्सपेक्ट भी नहीं करा था कि वो ऐसा करेगा। बहुत तगड़ा यार, बहुत ज्यादा, एकदम अनएक्सपेक्टेड सीरीज लग रही है मेरे को तो।
बोला ही था मैंने।
वेरी अमेजिंग।
अब ये देखिए तुमको पता चल गया ना कि तुम डेथ नोट खत्म कर लोगी तो।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, मैं अभी जाके देखूंगी, वैसे ही सोती हूँ नहीं, तुरंत देखूंगी भाई पूरी, मैं नहीं रुक पाऊंगी इसके बिना, बाद नहीं रुक पाऊंगी भाई।
मैं तुमको इस वीक के बाद मिलूंगा, तुम पूरी देखी होनी चाहिए।
2 दिन बाद मिलो, देखी होंगी मैं पूरी।
चलो फिर ठीक है, तुम लोग भी जाके डेथ नोट देखो अगर नहीं देखे हो तो। और अगर
बिल्कुल देखो, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है, आंखें नहीं हटेंगी पक्का।
और अगर तुम लोग शिनचैन मुझे देखना चाहते हो कि मैं और आरा शिनचैन पे
Yes,
करें,
yes,
तो इस
yes.
वीडियो को 1000 व्यूज पहुंचाओ और तुमको
Yes.
रिएक्शन मिल जाएगा।
यस सर।
तो दैट्स इट फॉर द वीडियो। अगर तुमको कोई भी और वीडियो चाहिए तो मुझे बताओ, मैं उस पर एक वीडियो बना दूंगा, कमेंट करो नीचे। तब तक के लिए कीप वॉचिंग एनिमे एंड सायोनारा।
बाय बाय।